mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with.
Hello guys, welcome to the Nerd Cave. My name's Tom and I'm going to be bringing you a brand new series today. This is my FIFA 13 career mode Let's Play. I'll be playing as the team Manchester United in the Barclays Premier League, and this is a game that I actually really enjoy although usually we'll be playing other games like Minecraft and Pokemon 3D and stuff like that. This is a game that I personally play quite a lot, so I thought I'd do a recording of it. So we're going to get started now and be creating the team, and as you can see here, these are my settings. I'll be starting on world class, and I usually play in 5-minute halves. So the first thing I like to do when I get a career mode started, because I've done a few of them now, I usually play as lower down teams, but I thought this time I'd take a top team and try and go for the championship and win the cups and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be more entertaining for you guys. But yeah, the first thing I like to do whenever I start the career mode is set up the scouting networks and start the youth squads, because they're so important in the later seasons. You have those great players coming through in the youth squads, and you can put them in your team for free, and you don't have to pay any transfer fees for them, and they actually get really good at the end. And if you've ever played a career mode on Man United, then you know the first thing that's going to happen is Chelsea are going to make an offer for Wayne Rooney. That's never going to happen. We're going to reject that offer right there. And the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to get these young players that Man United have, like Bebe and King and Macheda. We're going to put them on loan for the season, because we don't really have any plans to use them in our squad this season, but we really want their potential to keep growing so they can become better players for the later seasons. So we're going to put them on loan for a season, and hopefully they'll come back with much better stats, and we can start putting them into the squad for the harder games and stuff like that. So yeah, once that's done, I'm going to go into my manager's office and into the youth academy and look at the scouts. Now, you really want to get the best scout you can find when you're going for scouting networks for the youth players, because that's how you're going to get the better players. And although they cost quite a lot, they'll be so worth it in the long run, because of the talent of the players they can find is so much better when you have the better scouts. So after I set up this scouting network here, we're going to put it in England for 6 months, generally the amount of time I like to do scouting for. And although you would usually want to have an English scouting in England, it just kind of helps the thing. And the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to look for a younger centre midfield, because we have some really talented midfielders in Man U, like Carrick and Giggs and Scholes, but they're all getting quite old, and youth players are really the key to FIFA 13 and success in career modes. We want players that keep growing throughout the season. So as you see here, I put the maximum age in for 24, and what I was looking for when I was looking for these players was the versatility in the players, and I stumbled across Thomas Müller, who is a quality player. He plays for Bayern Munich, and as you can see there, he plays cam, he plays right midfield, he can play centre forward, he can play striker, and the formation I'll be using is 4-4-1-1, so he can already cover 4 of those positions, just in the positions that he can play. And the other part, I actually had a look at Fellaini, but I decided to put an inquiry in for Lars Bender as well, because he's got that versatility as well. He can play right back, he can play right midfield, he can play centre midfield, he can play centre defensive mid, and he's got some really good stats, and he's only 23, whereas Fellaini is a lot more limited in his play. And the stamina on this guy is incredible. He's 94 stamina, and that's what I hate it when I have a player running out on me at the end. So as you see there, Thomas Müller, Bayern got back and said that they would only sell Thomas Müller for 26 million. So immediately I'm going into my team and looking for players that I can sell. The first 2 that came to mind were Ferdinand, who's quite old and he's not as good as other centre-backs we have like Vidic, and then we can get the younger centre-backs like Smalling and Jones to play a bit more, and also Fletcher, who I just really don't like him in this game. He's a great player in real life, but I don't really like him. So as you can see there, Lars Bender's inquiry came back with 10 million, and we're now going to accept a few of these offers and send these players out on loan, so hopefully they can get better, and we can either sell them on at the end of the loan, or we can use them in our team. And as you see here, we get an offer from Lyon for Phil Jones, and I didn't really want to sell him, but I wouldn't have minded if he'd gone, so I put it back in a counter offer for 15 million. So if he did get sold, then it would be for a large sum, and I could use that money to get a really great player. So they came back with a 12 million counter offer, and I thought I'd go a tiny bit lower, but I don't really want to go below 13 million. So they gave their like final offer as 12 million. It's like I just didn't really want to accept that. I was looking for a bit more money than that. I'm trying to be a bit cheeky, and they say that they're not interested anymore. So yeah, we didn't sell Jones, but I don't think that would have been a good move in the long run. He's a really great player, and he's only like 20, 22, something like that. So we're going in here to try and buy Müller, but I didn't really want to play the 26 million, so I thought I'd try and do some wheeler dealing, and I put in an offer of 10 million and also Fletcher, I think. Yeah, down Fletcher in as well, and we sent that offer off just to see what it'd be like, and I don't know, see if they wanted him for some reason, but they come back and say no. So what we're going to do is we decided to increase the money offered and just leave Fletcher in there and see if that would help. So we put in a bid for 15 million and Fletcher. Fletcher's worth about 5.5 million, so that was about a 20 million offer. We're going into our first friendly game here against the VRFC, and as you can see, they have some great players on their team, so I thought this would be quite a hard game. But I also had a good squad out. I put Hernandez on for Van Persie to try and get the younger players some experience, but I left in Carrick, I left in Scholes, because those are my two key midfielders I was trying to build the play up from. So as we go into this match, I'd like to let you all know quickly that I'm not actually very good at FIFA. So I was being optimistic at the most, putting it on world class. When I play well, I think I can definitely play on world class, but I have bad games, and when they're bad, they're awful. Like, honestly, I get absolutely smashed. So going into this game, I was not very confident because I hadn't played much that day, and I didn't know how I was going to be. But I was feeling pretty confident in my team and my setup, so I was trying to. What I tend to do in FIFA is counter-attack a lot, because so I like to have really fast strikers like Hernandez on the field who can play a chip ball over and run after it and try and get the goal like that. And it works a lot for me. So we'll go into this game here, and in the 22nd minute, I have my first attack. Valencia's going up the wing, and he plays this cross in, and gets headed away, and Scholes picks the ball up at the... Carrick picks the ball up and plays it into Rooney. Rooney has a turn here and gets tackled, but Valencia picks up the ball again and plays it into Scholes. Scholes plays the ball in to Carrick. No, to Rooney, and Rooney plays it to Carrick. Carrick turns and shoots, and that's pretty simple save. But I put that in because that was my best chance in the whole game. That was my only chance, and as you see here, I go 1-0 down in the 34th minute. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name though. And straight away I'm trying to go and get in counter-attack and get a quick goal back, so the momentum of the game doesn't shift with them. And I play in Rooney here, and he turns inside and has a shot, and that's saved as well, and gets headed out to Scholes, and Scholes gets tackled there. And then they play the ball forward. And try and counter-attack, and he plays it through to Jesus Navas, and Jones tackles him there, but then gives the ball away, and they play a nice little 1-2 there, and I go 2-0 down already in the 38th minute. Straight after their other goal, they just counter-attack and score again, and in the 45th minute they come back up again. Perotti gets the ball on the line and plays it in, and that was such a nice volley, and I'm 3-0 down before half-time, and I knew this wasn't going to go well. So I was trying to just damage control in the second half. I wasn't interested in scoring. I was just trying not to let them score again, and that didn't go well either. 48th minute, and Perotti scores a nice header there, and I'm 4-0 down in my first friendly game, and this wasn't looking good for me. And in the 90th minute here, they get the ball again. Perotti down the wing again, plays it into Jesus Navas. Great save by De Gea, and the even better save, that was quality by him. And we play the ball up, and that's full time, and I've lost that game 5-0, and that was quite embarrassing. So yeah, and then we back into the transfers, and Bayern say that that's an unacceptable offer. So I'm still trying to wheel a deal here. I think that maybe they're just not interested in Fletcher, so I put a £19 million offer in for Müller there. And we're going into my next game here, and this is my second friendly, and I decided to turn it down to professional, and I'll probably be leaving it on professional from now on, guys, just to let you know. and we're going in. I'm not sure what the team's called, but in the 10th minute we have our first attack. Young goes down the wing and plays an early cross into Hernandez, and he puts that away for our first goal of the series and first goal of the match. And that made me feel a lot better about it. And in the 13th minute, straight afterwards, Rooney gets the ball here and plays it through to Hernandez. Hernandez gets tackled and Scholes gets it on the line, and that shot gets deflected off the defender and over the goalie, and Scholes scores there in the 15th minute to put us 2-0 up. And after that, I was set. I was happy with 2-0. And Carrick, that was a great touch by Carrick. He gets tackled there, so Rooney picks up the ball, and I like to get to the top of the D and shoot from there, and that was narrowly wide from Rooney. Rooney gets the ball here again and shoots, and that was a great save by the keeper, and I couldn't keep that in, so that went off for a goal kick. And they get the ball here in the 45th minute. I seem to concede a lot of attacks and goals in the 45th and 90th minutes. I thought that was offside personally, but they score there to make it 2-1 in the 45th minute. And that was the end of the half. I get a free kick in the second half in the it's still in the first half, sorry, in the 45th minute. Rooney steps up to take it, and I suck a free kick, so I was so happy that hit the bar. And we go into half time 2-1 up, and come back out the other half. I was hoping to try and get like a safety goal, so Young gets a great shot there, and the goalie makes a fantastic save. I don't even know if he knew if he saved that or not. So nothing comes from the corner, and Scholes comes in here again, and another save, and we get that goal there, but it's disallowed because Hernandez is offside by quite a long way. So and then they play the ball in here, and Jones hits it out to one of their players, and they run through here, and again De Gea with an incredible save. I can see he's going to be great for us. He's going to be our savior in this series, and that's full time here, and we win that friendly 2-1, so a great improvement from the last game, and I think I'll be keeping it on professional. But that's all for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to show your support by hitting the like button below, and also subscribe for more of these videos. Thanks, and see you next time.